I'll let you introduce our guest, Cian.
Samson's finest.
So technically, everything he says is representing Samson, isn't it?
Yeah.
So no matter what he says, this is what Samson stands
So
by.
all the racist stuff he's going to come out with, homophobic.
Yeah, the ultra non-feminist
He's
stuff.
speaking on behalf of Samson Jim.
Yes.
They
Perfect.
have given him full permission.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
This is Darragh, my younger brother.
Okay. Yeah. And why is he here?
He has as much knowledge.
He has pictures of me and wants to be on the podcast.
He has as much MMA knowledge as we do, I think is fair to say.
And Darragh used to work for me in another life where I peddled sugar.
Slinging donuts.
Slinging them sweet donuts.
Good life.
So yeah, this is an MMA.
Well, we'll start off MMA. I don't think we'll stick with MMA.
Okay.
Because I'm already embarrassed to be talking about MMA.
Yeah. So if you're listening right now, skip to maybe 40 minutes or 30 minutes.
Skip to hour 4.
Yeah, of the second disc set. Can you all hear yourselves okay, yeah?
Yeah.
So yeah.
So anyway, as I was saying, it'll finish in round 1. More than likely a running knee by Jorge. To be fair, a lot of people have reached out to me and said 9 out of 10 times I was spot on.
Do you think?
Yeah. But
now, to be fair, you did say.
I could bet on football, horse racing, whatever, and lose every time. But when it comes to combat sports, I'm always winning. Askren to win in round 1. This doesn't come out of the first round. Askren's going to get him down, and he's going to realise very quickly, like everyone else did, like Robbie Lawler, that Askren's wrestling is on another level. And that's it. It's in the story. Round 1. It's done.
The fight clock is brought to you by Modelo.
I'm always winning. Do you know what I noticed there?
Oh.
Do you know what I noticed there? And I'm going to be a complete cunt about this.
Jason agreeing with you the whole way?
No. I didn't say which Ben Askren fight. I did not mention Jorge Masvidal once in that. So when Ben Askren comes back to fight...
This conversation is out of context.
This is what I was talking about. I don't know who he's going to fight, but it doesn't come out of round 1.
Man, I had so much fun editing
mostly
that.
winning.
But you know, I cut out most of the stuff you going like 9 out of 10 times he does it.
Yeah,
like the stuff that will kind of bring you back and be a normal fair play. But nah, fuck that. I was like... It was Shane's idea. I didn't even think of it until Shane did. And if I thought of it Sunday,
tears streaming out of my eyes when I was watching it. It's so good.
Check out it's on our Instagram page at @OFFENSIVECHARM_.
In all fairness, I'd say
close to the mic, babes. Bring that shit close to your mouth.
You can pull it right down.
Don't be afraid to put stuff near your mouth, bro.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate that. And I'd say 9 out of 10 people in the MMA community would have agreed with you before that fight.
Yeah.
Like even Jason was agreeing with you, and I'd say
I wasn't agreeing with him. I said first round.
You were going with him on the bet.
You put money on it. On what I said.
Convinced me to put money on it.
Always the salesman.
It was good.
It's
Those returns were too good though. That was a terrible bet.
Well, to be fair,
1.
Santos overperformed and Jones massively underperformed, which no one saw coming.
I found it crazy.
Fair fucks to Santos, he was class in that fight.
I found it crazy that you didn't want to put down a bet on Amanda Nunes.
Too easy. It was too easy.
But should we not put her into that?
But sure,
we were still last anyway. But
her winning via knockout in round 1 alone was even money.
Yeah.
There was no odds in it. Askren winning in round 1 was 7-1. John Jones winning in round 2
Do you
was
believe
9-2.
in those bets where if I put down €197, I'll get back 210 or something?
No.
Like, do you believe in those kind of bets?
No.
Yeah. Safe money.
It's not
but then,
worth it.
No, it's not worth the gamble, is it?
It's nothing safe.
No. It's like my sex life.
I like long shots.
How old are you there?
18.
You're good. You're safe.
Yeah.
Welcome to the chamber.
Get Master John in here. We have a sacrifice for Master John.
Oh, as well, there is a Offensive Charm chat group set up on Instagram. If you're listening and you want to join the chat group, we have some listeners in there. They give us some ideas, some back and forths. We have a spy from another podcast in the city.
I was going to. You were going to say rival, but they're not really a rival.
They're not rival. We're different products.
Like Coke and Country Spring. Do you remember that 3 litres for €1?
Man, we're good value at Country Spring. Man, I used to like Country Spring. The red lemonade, not the white lemonade.
The missus got...
Fuck
Do you
yourself.
remember TK Lemonade?
Oh, the
She
best.
got
It's
the
still
white
there.
one, a couple of days ago.
Did you dick slap her?
It is flavourless. It is complete. It's like sugared water.
That line is so good for after sex. That was flavourless. Before the whole MMA chat and before we get into all that, can we address the elephant in the room?
The nose piercing.
Thank you, Darragh.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go.
So, step by step, walk us through. I'm going to take a picture and put it on our Instagram for people to see the
I
nose.
mean, it looks fucking sick. Like, what can I say? Sexy. Do you know what I mean?
He
icon.
doesn't sound like he believes himself.
No, he doesn't. No, he's unsure.
not
He's
selling it to
unsure
us
of
at all.
He's unsure of himself. See, the problem is,
No.
let me say this. He got the nose piercing, and then within, I want to say 2 weeks,
2 weeks, I had a girlfriend.
he had a girlfriend.
Now, did you get it because of the girl? As in you knew she'd like the
No.
nose piercing?
Hadn't met the girl at that
Because I
point.
like getting a piercing for pussy. I'm good. In fact, that's our new T-shirt. Piercing for pussy.
Piercing for pussy.
No, it's not. But man, I'm always winning. That has to go on our T-shirt somewhere.
Yeah. And
Jay,
and just the silhouette of
always
aspirin.
winning. So, did you know the girl before the piercing?
No. Did not meet her until 2 weeks after.
I don't insult your girlfriend. I don't give a shit. So, where is she from?
White,
Give her a shout out.
White Church. Sinead Ryan.
Talk into the mic, bro.
She's class.
Talk into the mic.
Alright, bro. Sinead Ryan.
Sinead
Class.
Ryan. From where?
White Church.
White
Yeah,
Church.
White Church.
And she saw the piercing and went, I'm in.
Oh, yeah.
Well, did she
100%.
go, are you gay? And you said, no. She went, I'm in.
Yeah. She was like, let's go full throttle. Like,
But she said,
Ready
are
to
you
go.
gay first?
yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah.
Okay.
You need to vet them. Like,
You got
need
it.
to vet
You
these
have,
things.
these days, you don't know what they identify as.
No.
I got a piercing as a kid in my ear.
It wasn't a hoop, was it?
Up here. No, it was a stud.
Oh, Jesus.
I think it was maybe an hour I had it. And my dad's like, you look retarded. And I was like, well.
Yeah, confidence gone.
And I took it straight up. And he was right.
I've never had a piercing, no. And I never will.
What about the dragon haircut, though?
Unless you find...
Rob Core, shout out, son. Still rocking that bad
Unless
boy.
you find photo evidence of that, then
I'm pretty sure I'll find some right now if you want.
No, you can't.
He's
Just,
scrubbed the internet for it.
Go into detail of what the dragon...
Oh, so it was like you got the sides shaved off, but not all of the sides. If
So it's like Chuck
remembering
Liddell
right.
with the tail.
Yeah,
Basically, the
the
head stays
design and the side,
kept in the
Gets
middle.
worse.
Did you spike it up?
It gets worse.
Oh, yeah, go on.
and you had highlights at the same time, didn't you?
Worse.
Frosted tips, hair design.
No, worse. So it was the Chuck Liddell V,
Yeah.
but it had bleach
Oh, that's what it was.
going from here across the side and down to the back. A straight line of bleach.
And how much do you pay for that?
It was expensive. I was used to paying maybe, 20 quid for a
Not
haircut?
even. Back in the day, not even. For a kid
this
as well.
was like
How old are you?
18,
17.
Yeah.
17, yeah.
Did you get puss?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
were you going out with the girl anyway?
No. No, actually, no, I wasn't. No.
And that's what locked you. You locked it down.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I judge her.
Yeah.
I judge her taste.
Yeah. I usually just whip it out, and they're like, "Oh, I've never been with a chestnut before." At least I get one stab, and then kind of fall off my personality. Then
From the waist down, you're Asian.
you know what I mean? From the waist down, I'm an oak tree, thick base, acorns hanging off.
I was looking forward to fucking MMA chats. Not chestnut dicks.
Come here, MMA chat. So, Chad Mendes retiring.
Yeah, I saw that this morning.
Quite. Just no big deal, as in, oh, I've retired. Like,
Well,
not even
can
last
I can I
five.
have a theory about it? I think he knows he's going to pop again. He's just back from a 2-year suspension.
To be fair,
Fought
though,
once.
he was he was acquitted of that mostly, wasn't he? Like, they found out that he still got a ban for it, but it wasn't like a case where they knew for sure he was doping. I think it was some sort of cream that he was using for his foot or something, if I'm remembering right.
Yeah, so John gets away with it, but Chad
Picograms.
doesn't.
No,
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
I'm not saying you. I'm
No, yeah.
no, it's fucking John. He gets away with
fucking
it.
John Jones.
Because everyday Jesus. He thanks Jesus every day for the
Jesus
journey
every day.
he's on.
Thank Jesus every day for my trade. My fan.
Would I say it to his face? Absolutely. not.
Absolutely, I would.
He'd kill
Come
you.
here. I threatened the predator. I threatened Ngannou. I was like, come here, walk away from me, bro. He was like, what? I was like, oh,
Thank you, sir.
no, he's a big man. He's not as big as you'd expect, though.
Did you see the picture with him and Adesanya yet?
The three of
But
them.
Adesanya's
Yeah.
lanky
Yeah, I saw
as
that.
fuck.
Yeah, I know, but he's fighting at middleweight and he's the
Yeah.
same height as Ngannou.
I don't like him. I've decided. I like-
Adesanya,
Yeah.
no, he's a loudmouth. He's first of all, he's disrespecting Bobby Knuckles, which I don't agree with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Whitaker's like, what are you talking about, mate? I was
He's like,
like, I've done nothing here. I've
he
said
said
nothing.
the ultimate diffuser. He's
Yeah.
like, if I offended you, mate, sorry.
Yeah.
And it was just
There's
like,
no comeback. There's
it's like,
no comeback.
what
to
can
that.
you do now?
I texted you after it happened. The reason this happened was John was meant to be here because we've been an MMA chat on WhatsApp. If you're into MMA, maybe hit me up and we might add you. I don't know. We need banter, but that's very VIP. But yeah, I text you to the. I text the chat after. I said I don't like this guy. He's
No.
a douchebag. Like,
And he's calling out John, and John would murder him.
yeah, he's like, what are you doing? Stay in your lane, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
he said rightly, you've too skinny an ass. Like he couldn't put on the weight to fight John at light heavyweight. Like,
But at the same time, Dylan Dennis is calling out fucking John Jones at the same time.
but that was that was strictly grappling though, wasn't it?
Neither lads.
Like he didn't call him out in a fight. I think he called him out strictly grappling. But I think he's just
Yeah.
trying to like Dylan is doing what Conor did, but less successfully. He's
But,
just trying to make a name for himself
Yeah.
by using social media.
John Jones killed, not killed, it's a bit of an exaggeration. He beat Dan Henderson in an open weight
Very easily.
grappling fight. Yeah.
Very easily.
And Dan Henderson
was
Yeah.
swole at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when was this?
This was only about 4 or 5 years ago.
But can we talk about something because it's just
So
reminded
still
me.
like nearly 50 or 50.
He's not that old. Like he's
Dan
40,
Henderson must be 50,
41,
is he?
42 now.
No, 40, mid-40s at the oldest, I would say.
I love that man.
But like he's a light heavyweight and a middleweight kind of. So he couldn't stand up to Jones in a straight grappling match.
He never fought light heavyweight though, did he?
I think he did.
Dan Henderson?
Do you see our brothers talking to the microphone? That close. Just bring it a bit closer. Yeah, just even bring it
But
to
you
you.
can bring it
'cause
to you. It's
just
not going to break.
in the playback. You'll sound very low compared
Yeah.
there to us. He's an amateur. Why did you like
Something that shook me to my core is
anal fisting?
Anthony Johnson,
Sorry.
who fought at 175.
Oh yeah. He was at
Weighed
a
in
fight
at
recently. I saw.
280 pounds for a grappling match.
Was he in a corner of someone recently? I saw.
No,
him.
he's like the head bodyguard for bare knuckle boxing.
Oh, that's what it was on
He
stage.
literally
I saw
held
the weigh-in.
Artem back
Yeah.
when they were fighting with
That's
his
what
finger.
I saw the way in. That's what.
Did
it
you
was.
see that?
No.
Artem and Paulie were going at each other in the weigh-ins, and Anthony just had his hand on his chest, and he was just like, "No."
No. It's not a fucking chance you're getting past him. Like.
Yeah.
He's eating smaller UFC fighters to make that
Yeah.
weight. 280 fucking pounds.
But he went into bodybuilding, isn't it? Or something?
Coaching for the Miami Dolphins or something straight after UFC.
Why did he give it up? Do you think?
He said he didn't want to get punched in the face anymore.
It's fair.
Fair enough.
But also probably ride it up to fuck.
No, he wasn't. He
Steroid.
wasn't at the time. He never popped.
Yeah, but like if you look at him now, he's definitely on steroids.
Oh yeah,
He
now
might be
is.
now, but
no, yeah.
Lifting
No one
weights and
judges
stuff
him
like.
now because he can do whatever
Yeah.
the fuck he
Yeah.
wants.
But dude, I don't give a shit if there are people on steroids. As long as your opponent is on steroids as well, that's a fair fight.
You could still kill them though. Like realistically.
But isn't the argument that it doesn't? All it does is help you get healthier quicker.
No,
So
no, there's
It definitely
different.
does.
That's the one Nate and Nick pop for.
okay,
Is the
did you see a picture of him
variant
with
of CBD?
Das Brack
Yeah,
in Vegas? The
the variant of CBD helps their muscles regenerate faster after triathlon and stuff like
Yeah.
that. That's their thing about it. But then you have what TJ popped for,
Which is like
which is
your
weight
cardiovascular
cutting and
system.
cardiovascular.
Yeah.
Then you have what Brock popped for, which was his.
horse tranquilizer.
No, but see, his was actually the least worst out of all of them. It was an asthma with a steroid in it, or an asthma inhaler with a steroid in it to keep his lungs open because he has very bad asthma, which he had been using for his whole WWE career. And they got strict after Guerrero died on the steroids. So if he was taking that in there, they would have
They allowed it.
pulled him a long
but
time
they
ago.
allowed it.
Yeah,
It must
exactly,
be,
they
yeah.
allowed it. So his thing is, and his health is just very bad.
Yeah,
There's
he's Crohn's. He's really bad
yeah.
Crohn's disease, isn't he?
Like his stomach is falling apart. Apparently,
He came from marrying Sable.
is he stable? Is it?
He owns a farm up in.
She's way too old for him, isn't she?
Would you say,
No.
This was probably about 10 years ago, if not 15 years ago, when they got married.
But then there's the TRT as well.
I can see myself with Sable. Do you even know who Sable is?
No.
You're a piece of shit.
He's too young.
Sable was a WWE diva back in the day, son. One of the originals, actually, was she?
Yeah.
The OGs.
Yeah.
I was very late to wrestling compared to you guys.
It was dead
Well,
and buried by the
you're-
time you started
Yeah.
watching.
Well,
it.
like
You're
there was-
13 years younger than us, so.
Yeah. There was a few decent years. Like, remember the Guerrero brothers? They were around when I was, or the Guerrero
No,
cousins.
it was starting to come out. That was starting to go into the PG era. Then you see.
Yeah,
That was- Well, that era has the worst chair shot of all time. From JBL to Eddie Guerrero, because he got in a fight with him, was it?
I don't know.
Or was it Guerrero hit JBL, and the chair shot was so bad it broke the chair and slit Eddie's head open, and his face was just covered in blood. I was like, well, that's the last of that.
I think that's what killed him.
No.
If I said the name Chris Benoit to you, what does that mean?
Sounds familiar, but can't place a face to it. Like.
If I said choked his son with his wrestling move until the son was dead, would that ring a bell?
Jesus Christ.
And then
That
his
was bad.
wife,
Yeah, he killed the wife as well,
and then
he hung
killed himself.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, dark
Dead son.
times. Dark times. How are we talking about Chris Benoit's death? We're anyway.
Can we get back to MMA?
Street Jesus. Preaching.
I love him, but the thing is, he probably doesn't beat Colby, but they
No.
won't fight because they're buddies.
Is that the same way that he wouldn't get past round one with Ben Askren, or in a different way?
See, you have to face this now every time that you say something.
The thing is, yeah, that's great, but there's still sense, like, you know what I mean, like.
Oh, Colby's going to wrestle him to the ground, is he? Yeah.
Well,
Colby's
as
a piece of shit.
As I just said,
Colby's a piece of shit.
Colby won't fight Jorge because they're actually buddies, but Usman takes Jorge every time, like. But you know what I loved about Jorge, how clever he is.
Do you want to predict a bet, or?
What I loved about Jorge, how
Round
how
one.
unpredictable he is. He moved off to the side to show Ben that he wasn't going to run, because he ran straight at Till with
Yeah.
the double leg drop
To
kick
the balls.
to the balls. Now we might get to see Till and Askren after all, which I'd love to see.
I think I'd have deflated that whole thing, though, with Till's tweet before the fight, I think. Do you know the way that there's been fierce animosity between them?
Yeah.
And then
Well, no,
Till
Till
came and
only
said-
he congratulated, or didn't congratulate.
Oh,
he
no,
wished
sorry,
Jorge
yeah,
luck.
Yeah,
He didn't wish Askren luck.
yeah. Sorry, I forgot about that.
So they're both coming off devastating KOs.
Yeah, to the same person.
Yeah, from the same person.
Yeah. There's no way he doesn't get a title shot.
He has to.
But I've
Yeah,
been the
I
presser
agree.
after. Dana's like, lads, I don't know. Usman's still injured. I don't know what's going on.
What about
Usman's out, but isn't Colby fighting Robbie for the interim?
him? Last I heard about Robbie was that he was fighting Woodley. And then that
I
fight
have
got
no
cancelled.
interest in that fight at all. Colby
Robbie
and Woodley. Oh, Robbie. who'd you
Robbie
say?
and Woodley would be a great fight because Woodley
Would it?
knocked
They've
him out in the
done already.
first.
Yeah, they've done
Robbie was
already.
the most dominant champ for a
Yeah.
long time, and Tyron knocked him out in the first round. Just completely caught him off guard. Everyone was expecting wrestling.
Robbie would love to run that back.
He'd love to run back, but the danger of this is, and Robbie's one of my favourite fighters ever. If he loses that, I think he calls it a day,
Yeah.
and then we
Yeah.
don't get to see any more Robbie.
How old is he? He's 38, 39 at this point, like?
No, not that old. I'd say 33, 34.
Ah, yeah. Well, he was champ when he was like 31, 32.
Yeah.
Because he was kind of in his prime then, like.
He was a late bloomer, but he's been around for years.
But
His fight with Rory McDonald is still
best of all
the
time.
best
Yeah.
fight ever.
Yeah.
But
Hands
the
down.
only thing that comes close to it is Forrest and Bonner
Mm.
in terms of excitement.
Yeah, it's up there anyway.
Hmm.
It's definitely up there.
Gus
Remind me
and
about
Jones
him. Remind
won.
me about Stephen Bonner actually after. Did you see he was in his professional wrestling move?
No?
Is he?
Yeah. In like the malls of Vegas and stuff.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, it was really awkward. No, I don't know. Was that a show he does?
He had.
He's a commentator on some.
Was it an alcohol or a drug problem for years?
I don't know. Alcohol. I'd say.
He had one anyway.
It's kind of shit to see
Yeah.
because that fight kick-started everything for the UFC. Do you know what I mean properly? It kick-started it. You probably weren't watching back then, but just when I was watching it back then, that I really saw the.
How were you watching it back then, Jay? I'd love to know. Where did
He
you
was
watch
watching UFC 1 from his crib by.
Yeah, class. Where was I watching it? Sky Sports must have been.
that? What were you watching on Sky Sports? What event?
Where was I watching it? So.
No, I'm asking. What event was it? What fight?
No, I'm talking about. I'm just watching in general. Is what I'm saying. Sorry, I'm trying to think here. That was the Ultimate Fighter finale.
That was on Bravo.
Yeah, Bravo. That's where I was watching.
Which was also Spike TV at the time.
Yeah.
One of they switched
Yeah,
into
I
one.
knew I was watching it somewhere. Channel 12.
But they
Fox
did
Sports?
not have the Ultimate Fighter series. They only had the finale. They only had the live fight because the series came out way after.
Yeah.
The way they did it for years was the person would have won and would have gotten their contract, and this TV series was like 2 months behind.
But it's weird to see how different the boys went. What's Forrest's title? Vice President of Athletes or something?
Relations or something like that.
Athlete, no,
And
I think it's athlete development.
Athlete
that they-
development. yeah.
And I also love his role, the kind of cut to purple coach thing they do to kill time.
Yeah.
Where he sits down with the fighters. He's a great relationship with
It's
all
hilarious.
of them.
He's fucking
brilliant.
hilarious. Did you watch the video I was telling you about the dinner of the first season?
The dinner of the first season.
Yeah, everyone came back
everyone
for the photo.
reunited?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that
It's
yet.
good.
No.
What were your thoughts on that? I can't remember his name. Diego Sanchez. Am I
I
right?
love him. I love Diego Sanchez.
But watching the fight.
It was okay. His A is a beast.
Yeah.
He's a
Especially
beast.
at welterweight.
Especially at that weight.
Yeah.
I don't know what he was doing cutting all along.
Oh, so stupid.
It must have been killing him.
Do you know what would be a great fight? Is him and Kevin Lee at
Run it
welterweight
back.
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Isaiah could have him this time. Like,
Yep.
He tapped him up, did he? No.
there was controversy around the decision because Mario Yamasaki was reffing, and
Of course.
people were saying that he called it too early. But in all fairness to Mario Yamasaki, and I've always stood by this, is that I think it was Kizea closed his eyes and wasn't really trying to get out of the choke. He was
Okay.
just trying to survive.
Yeah.
And
Like Robbie
Yeah.
says he was doing against Ben.
Exactly.
But again, the ref has to make
Yeah.
a call on
Yeah.
the spot.
And
Because 2 or 3
The dead
seconds
hand
of,
gave it away, like.
oxygen being cut off to the brain is life changing. So they're not
Yeah.
taking the risk. Like, I love the meme of Ben Askren with his thumb up. It's like that was an early stoppage.
yeah, still up. Yeah. So good.
He's taking it like a champ, though,
Diego
but
needs
he's
to get
an
fucked
absolute
up.
champ. Well, Dana White's. Did
Too
you
many
see
shots there.
Dana's press conference afterwards?
No.
He said he loves Diego Sanchez more than any other fighter, and whatever Diego wants to do, he will do. He let him do whatever he wants. But he's proven he's still competitive.
Yeah.
He's in great shape. He seems okay mentally, and I say that because he never seemed totally all right mentally because he was like that from day one. It's not like he's gotten crazier.
The one I remember from watching the tough one.
Cross.
No, not even. I'm a warrior, swinging my axe in the battlefield for 5 hours. I was like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Like,
Imagine sharing a bunk with him, like.
but then he was like shit talking Stephen Bonner over asparagus, and was like, what are you doing, man? But what was he saying? I don't go in. I don't think about it. I go in. I feel. I see. And I was like, shut up.
How did that match end again?
Which one?
3-round decision.
3-round decision.
Yeah.
So 43 professional fights, and he's never been subbed.
Jesus.
That is an incredible achievement.
Yeah, especially for a brawler like him.
Yeah.
That he has
Yeah.
never been tapped.
That is
like,
some serious defense.
He was in the Hall of Fame this year, wasn't he? With Clay Guida.
Was he?
2 of them were inducted. That fight was amazing. The 2 of them.
Mm.
That was ref stoppage, wasn't it? Due to a cut in the head. Oh no, that was BJ Penn. Sanchez and BJ Penn, when BJ Penn kicked him with the shin and split his head completely open.
And
Remember that?
it was constantly running into
Yeah.
his eye. He couldn't
Yeah.
see.
Jesus, good times. Good damn times.
I think it's going to be Johnny Walker next for Jones.
If he comes back.
Yeah.
Poor
Who?
boy. Johnny Walker with his shoulder. He's a fucking idiot. Like,
That's so funny, though.
I know, but if that's what makes him not be a champion.
It's going to make him absolutely not. Like, he's going to do it again.
Do you think?
Like,
oh, yeah.
if he knocks out Jones, he's still going to try to do that role.
Yeah.
That worm. Like, he does not care. He's crazy, and I
He's
love
class.
him for it.
Yeah, he's class.
But in terms of range and striking, he definitely will compete with Jones. But like, it's a case of if Jones decides, okay, you're too dangerous for me on your feet, I'm just going to take you down.
Yeah.
And then it's game over. DC at heavyweight's probably the only person that's beating him.
I don't know, man. I love DC, but
I love DC as well.
I don't know.
At heavyweight,
See,
DC is a beast at
I
heavyweight.
know, but he was a beast at lightweight as well.
the only way that he could beat John Jones at heavyweight is if, well, I think.
John's
is
just a
that-
small bit slower. Go on.
But like if John moves up without taking a fight before DC, and he's not used to the weight and all that, but if he takes 1 or 2 fights at heavyweight before he moves on to DC,
Winklejohn's way too clever for that.
Yeah.
Way too clever for
Yeah.
that. There'll be a
I'm not
relatively
fan of John's
easy.
either, like.
There'll be a relatively easy heavyweight fight set up. Someone like Tuivasa, someone like that who would look to knock John out, and John can get used to the weight and get used to throwing his weight around and distances. you don't put him in there in his first fight against DC, Stipe, or Ngannou.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Would I
He doesn't experience
I would like
the
to
power
see, I would like
in
to
his
see
first fight.
Ngannou and John Jones. Does Jones walk out
Again,
of
I feel Jones just takes him down. Like, let's not be stupid here and think that a 225-pound John Jones isn't
that? Dangerous.
a fucking animal. But he just will be much slower. And I think he's used to dealing with a certain amount of power that DC did not have at light heavyweight. And that, say, even if Luke had won over the weekend, Luke would have been a great matchup, I felt. His
too damn
chin
good-looking.
is fucking made of
It's gone.
Weetabix.
It's gone now.
It's
Since
ridiculous.
Bisping, it's gone.
Yeah.
You lose
Oh,
your
before
chin,
that,
like.
I just think he was
When did he
someone who
lose?
never
When-
had a chin. You know, he always had
Yeah.
that soft spot. But God, is he handsome and so good to look at.
He was chiseled, man. He was a block of
He's
a man, wasn't
he's a Calvin Klein model as well. Dan
he?
White was saying at the presser. He's like, he'll be fine. I want him to retire. Like, he'll be fine. He's a model for Calvin Klein. He's an underwear model. Like, he's making his money.
he? Yeah, there's no need for him to fight.
Not anymore.
No, he's not competing.
No, not like I thought. Maybe
You're in
the
the
step
5,
up will
6,
be
between 5 and 11th place on the ranks.
where you're just
maybe.
going to get punched for the next 5 years without
For
ever
what?
really getting a
Yeah.
title shot. Yeah.
Or money, unless you do a big
Then
run.
again, that's what Cowboy does.
Yeah,
You know, that's like, and he's a fan favorite. Like,
yeah.
win or
Yeah.
lose, our opinion of him never changes.
Are you watching The Contender?
No.
I don't watch it either.
No. Did
No,
you
not
see the
interesting
new
to me.
Looking for a Fight, actually?
Yeah, I
it's
did,
funny.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
good. Every winner of the Contender series got a contract this year. It's never happened
It
before.
was
5,
4 in total, wasn't it?
5,
5.
which is interesting. And it's the boys from Looking
was
for a
it?
Fight.
Were
Yeah,
they
yeah.
on that season, was it?
I don't know. I'm guessing it was because that was filmed like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Looking for a Fight.
But those guys were good, the guys that won
Yeah.
on that episode.
Do you remember any of the names from Looking for a Fight?
I don't remember any off the top of my head, alright.
If I said
They've
some,
pulled
maybe.
in some big names
Yeah.
off Looking for it, like Mickey Gall, Sage Northcutt.
Jesse
Well,
James
Sage
Wallace.
Northcutt's gone now, we're over to 1.
Who?
Sage Northcutt's gone to 1.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he
It'll
got
suit him.
sparked.
It'll suit him more over there.
He got sparked in his first fight, sure.
Sage was one of the nicest guys ever.
Yeah.
I asked him for a photograph, and I was like, "Thanks a million." No, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
And just like, "Thank you, sir."
Just respectful. Like.
yeah, thank you, sir.
Just
I was like,
raised
Sage,
right.
It's the same thing
Show
as
me your dick,
Wonder Boy.
Sage. Show me
Yeah.
your dick.
Yeah.
Sorry.
In the gym, refers to his dad as sir.
Yeah.
Outside of dad, it's father or dad. Like, it's crazy, the relationship there. Well, it seems crazy to us.
Somewhat military, like he beats him with a belt.
I would not fucking dare try Stephen Thompson with a belt.
No.
He would spark his dad.
So I actually saw Stephen Thompson fight Masvidal
Oh, yeah.
live. The one
I thought it was Woodley you saw.
I saw 2.
Oh,
That's the
okay.
Square Garden. That
That was
fight
Masvidal's last loss, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To Thompson.
He went on
Right.
to beat Cowboy.
I completely forgot about it.
He went
It was
on
in
to
the
beat
prelims, I think, was it?
Cowboy after that, didn't he?
Went on to beat Cowboy, Till, and one other person, I think. Not Mike
Ben
Perry.
Askren.
Ben Askren. Yeah.
No, I think
I
it was
completely forget
Pettis.
about that one.
Did he fight Anthony Pettis in the meantime as well?
That was a wrestling
No,
match.
I don't think. Yeah,
That was
that's
the
what
wrestling match.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for Pettis and Nate.
What weight is that
Will it
actually?
happen?
Welter, isn't it?
Will it actually happen, though? Did
They're
Nate,
both signed up for
but
it.
didn't Nate say he hasn't signed anything?
Oh no,
and-
well it's on the UFC website as officially done.
Okay. Will Nate pass all
But
the drug
once they
tests?
have him,
Man, Nate hasn't fought in 3 years. Pettis is
but that's
a
why
very
he's not the main
beating him,
event.
like.
That's why he's not the main event.
Yeah.
He's
I'm
on
not
the
too
undercard.
excited at all about that.
I think
I'm-
Pettis
I-
fucks him up. Like,
I think we could. I kind of hope that there's an upset there, and I could see it happening, where Poirier catches Khabib. I can see him being the man to do it, and he goes down to
I'd
me
love it.
as the greatest lightweight
I'd
of all
love it.
time. Because if you look at Dustin's
his
catalogue
career path is
of
just
people.
How's his
my
wrestling?
God. Fairly top level.
very good,
Yeah.
but Khabib
Compared.
level, no.
Like, he's at American Top Team with Masvidal and Usman, or not Usman, sorry, Colby and all them.
So it's good, but it's not.
But no,
Probably not
everyone's
level.
is good.
Yeah.
But
Compared.
until they fight Khabib.
Yeah.
But when Tony and Khabib fight, Tony's probably going to start off his back.
Yeah.
I think
He's
he's
gonna
going to
pull
lie
guard,
down.
like,
I
he's
think he's going to
literally
pull
just
guard.
gonna-
Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you think it's cursed? Do you think it will happen?
if it doesn't happen the 5th time,
It's not happening.
then it's the worst thing to ever happen to MMA.
Yeah.
If we never see them fight, and if Khabib is swore he's not going to retire until he fights Tony, But if something happens in the meantime that stops them from fighting, it'll be the worst thing ever. It'll be like when we thought we were never going to get Mayweather and Pacquiao.
It'll be a thing of Khabib will always have that question mark over him then. He won't, like, even if he retires undefeated, if he hasn't beaten Tony Ferguson, there's still a question mark. Because, like, you haven't beaten arguably
Over
the
a slice
best.
of cake.
Yeah.
That was the card I went to over tiramisu. I was like, you fucking prick.
To be fair, he got so serious after that. He never made that mistake again.
Yeah.
And he makes the weight looking well now.
And Tito signed on for a new fight.
With who?
With
Bellator or Golden Boy?
Golden Boy, I think.
Oh, Jesus.
I think Tito Ortiz versus Alberto Del Rio. Hardly the wrestler.
Hardly the wrestler Alberto Del Rio.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yep. MMA Fighting would later confirm that the bout would take place at 210 catch weight.
Why 210? Nobody's ever fought at 210 before.
On Tuesday afternoon during an interview, Generation MMA Combat America CEO. Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Let's not speak about that ever again. I don't ever want to talk about it
Del
again.
Rio was actually a professional fighter before he has a record of 9-5.
Okay.
Jose Alberto Rodriguez is
I don't want to hear about
intention
it
to
ever
return
again.
to the world of MMA.
Stop talking about it.
I want to see him in those white panties. Class.
Fucking hell.
So Tito wins that, but like, stop, like.
I don't care, like. I don't care who wins it. Nobody wins.
Just enjoy it, like.
Who's paying for that? Like,
Oh,
you know
hold
what I
on.
mean?
Prior to a string of wins, Del Rio put together a record of 3-2 in Japan in deep promotion, signing with Pride, where fans saw him suffering a violent head kick from Crow Cop. Do you remember seeing him that?
So he fought at heavyweight. Fuck. This gets weirder and weirder.
3-2 in Japan is not a fucking good record at all either. Especially
No,
back in the day, like.
no. Anybody who's been successful in UFC has had a flawless record in Japan.
That's the great Chill P. Simon said.
Sacramento soon, isn't it? UFC Sacramento with
Who is it beat and...
Uriah Faber.
Oh. No one cares.
Yeah, that's the headliner as
like
well, isn't
him.
it?
Is it beat and Ortega's coming up soon?
Oh, is that
That's
official?
Yeah, that's like in the next month.
Oh, it's not official though.
It is official. I just saw it today. They were advertising it.
You sure?
About 100%.
Okay. you
I'm
say so.
always winning.
The Adesanya and Whittaker fight is booked for October 5th.
But their worry is they're still not sure if it's going to be in Australia. So they're trying to get venues, a stadium.
Yeah.
But Dana said at the presser last week that if they don't get a stadium, they're going to do it in America, which would be a damn shame.
Yeah, especially for the Australian fans. Like,
Yeah,
fuck,
they'd sell out a 50,000 seater stadium there. No
And you
problem.
could, like, there's so many up and coming Australian fighters. That
You
should put
won
on
the
that card as
tall
well.
girl,
Megan Anderson.
Megan Anderson. She's
And,
class.
Dan Hooker as well at lightweight.
Oh yeah,
He's
yeah.
really good as well. He
Class.
lost to Barboza in his last fight, I think.
Any Asians as well. It's easy to
Barboza
travel to
and
Australia
who's
for them.
Barboza have?
Paul Felder.
Class.
He was commentating at the weekend.
Did you see?
Yeah.
He wasn't. He was
His
like,
reaction.
Yeah, but like he's commentating and then he's
Love
going
Paul
to fight.
Felder.
Absolutely, but
Love
like
Paul Felder.
going to fight Barboza. It's like, what are you
Absolute
doing?
warrior.
You've got the job.
But no, he's dead right. Like DC, sure.
But still, like
Paul Felder's an
you have
animal.
a lovely, comfortable job.
That
You're
fight
sitting
with Mike Perry
with Joe Rogan.
was unbelievable. The one where he broke his arm.
Yeah.
It was fucking class.
That's
Like,
class.
I don't think there's any sport in the world that gets me ramped up like watching a good fight. Like,
I was falling asleep at 4:30 in the morning. I was like, I'll stay awake for the Askren fight, and then I was wired until 6 after that. There's nothing else does it to
yeah.
you.
Well, you could do cocaine off a guy's dick, and then
Why a guy?
just the idea of off a hard bonner. And that
That's
was
what
just
Stefan Bonner's doing, is it?
Stefan Bonner. Dos Anjos versus Edwards. It's fight night, July 20th.
Does that just
oh,
kills him?
Edgar Holloway. I think Holloway takes this, does he?
100%.
Yeah, I think
I
Edgar's
meant to say,
probably a bit past it
there's
at this
someone who
point.
wants to claim a loss back. I was thinking of. Anyway, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Is this a retirement play? Is it a last money deal?
It's one last crack at the title,
yeah.
which he deserves more
Yeah.
than anyone.
Always the bridesmaid, never the bride, as
Yeah.
you say.
But I just
Class.
don't see him beating Max.
Max is too good. I don't see him being beaten at featherweight.
Yeah, I want to see him do this and then give up the belt and go to
Lightweight.
lightweight properly this time.
Yeah.
Because imagine, we've seen how he performed at lightweight. Imagine if that time when he tried to cut the weight on the week's notice to fight Khabib, imagine how embarrassing that would have been.
Yeah.
Like, his character was completely tarnished then. His persona was completely torn to shreds.
I don't think so. He's not really a shit talker. He's kind of just chill guy. Like,
No, but I mean, he has he's class. Like, he's so good. We see him as this like unbelievably good fighter. And also, Dustin doesn't get the credit he deserves for everyone he fights. He comes up with a game plan for each of them and just annihilates them.
I know it was a heavier weight class, wasn't it? He seemed like to have no power in his punches.
I don't think it's that. It's
At
just
all.
Dustin has a solid chin.
And
he's good at rolling with punches because he's a boxer.
Whatever he threw them, it just didn't look like it was just like there's no power. He's just tapping for points or something.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
that.
Game plans. And sometimes game plans don't work. That's why Cejudo's coach, man, he got his ass kicked by Morales in the first round, completely destroyed. And the coach, you could hear it, I think,
Captain America.
We're changing this, and this. And then it was 4 rounds of fucking, like...
Domination.
That run that Dustin Poirier went on, I think it was last year or the year before, where he beat, like, Alvarez, Gaethje, somebody else. In
he hasn't lost since Conor.
The Gaethje fight was crazy as well, wasn't it?
He lost to Conor. That was his last loss.
I remember the Gaethje fight. He was getting his legs torn to shreds by Gaethje, and his corner was shouting at him.
That was the fight I was thinking about. Him and Conor for a return for Conor.
Dustin?
Yeah.
Dustin's too big for Conor now.
Oh, yeah, he's gone up his knee.
No,
he's
too big a name. If I was Dustin, I wouldn't take the Conor fight.
Oh, no, that could be money fight, like.
But it depends. If he comes off the Khabib, then you don't want to sell a fight between 2 Khabib guys who lost to Khabib most recently.
Yeah. That was the idea, that if he was to beat Khabib and Conor fights him for the title or whatever.
Yeah, I think that's the only way Conor gets the title back. Or if Tony beats Khabib for the title. Because I can see Tony losing to Conor. I can never see Conor beating Khabib.
No.
But I can see Conor beating Tony because Tony's crazy enough to stay on his feet.
Is he coming back for definite?
Well, John Kavanagh pretty much confirmed it, yeah.
Okay. Covington and Lawler, August 3rd. Fight night. These poor bastards.
Unfortunately, Colby will take that.
Do you think?
Yeah, he's a boring as fuck fighter, but he gets the job done.
He's Jake Shields of the UFC these days.
No, he's Usman, he's Woodley. Like, they're all the same. Yeah, they're all the same. I'll hold you against the cage and I'll make sure you don't fuck me up.
I like how you don't mention Askren in that.
We've only seen Askren once, and he was in twice. Like, the first fight in the UFC was one of the most exciting you've seen in a long time.
With Lawler, which was class. And I think Masvidal would have went the same way in terms of it would have been excitement. Because
there's always.
But have you seen him fight at one and stuff like that? Have you seen his fights?
Seen some highlights.
Like, he's not boring. He's not Khabib.
Yeah, he's definitely like, he's the kind of guy who'll toy with a guy. He'll pick him back up off the floor and then fucking slam him back again. He'll do suplexes and he'll try to make it interesting. Like, but.
And this is fighting you're talking about, not sex, or. Sorry.
We can't comment
you
on
need
that.
To get laid. You're a pinto.
I was just gonna say, have you watched, like, am I the only one who'd knock out one to Amanda Nunes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Her
just knowing that you're not getting away from her.
Her girlfriend is hot. Also fights in the UFC.
Is she?
Hotter than Amanda Nunes.
She does. She likes piercings, I heard.
Just who fucking doesn't?
Lesbians always like piercings.
You kind of look like a lesbian.
Not bad.
Darina.
Darrah's also
Demanda.
a girl's name. So
Shit, just go Darragh, yeah. Sure don't I know.
That's my transgender name.
Shevchenko versus Carmouche.
Carmouche.
Are you just calling out fights to us? Why?
Because
I know the
good
lineup.
topic.
I know the lineup for the year.
Talk about it.
We've just passed International Fight Week.
Fuck up
if you had to make a prediction for this one, I think we're all going Shevchenko. Like,
who's left for Nunes?
Shevchenko.
Is she though?
There's question marks.
Well, that's the only person that can be competitive.
She beat her twice.
See, nice segue from my clicking to the fight, you piece of shit.
She beat
Megan Anderson gives her a good go because of the range, I think, as well, isn't she?
She's a featherweight, doesn't she?
Yeah, but
I suppose. Yeah.
Amanda Nunes happens to be the featherweight champion.
I forgot about that.
They should Ronda come back and
fucking hope.
I honestly think Ronda and Misha Tate could tag team Nunes
and still lose.
And Nunes would love to be tag team, but she would still beat them.
Bitch. I eat you both for dinner, and then we fight. Next fight on the card coming up.
Oh shit, that's a good one.
DC.
Stipe.
DC takes it again, I'd say.
I am such a fan of both these people. I don't want any of them to lose.
Yeah.
I'm a massive fan of Stipe and a massive fan of DC. I think Stipe needs more credit. I think he needs to be more famous for what he does.
Yeah, it's one of those cases where he's not really a shit talker.
The
He
heavyweight
doesn't-
division has always been fickle, though.
I know, but it's the most exciting.
No, not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
But
It used to
like,
be.
yeah, from what are we in 2019? Let's say up to 2016, even 2015. No, 2016 even. I think 2015. 4 years ago, like the heavyweights were just so exciting.
I don't know, because the
always-
middleweights,
like-
when you had Anderson Silva, you had
Yeah, but then
Dan
in that
Henderson,
scenario, you had the likes
GSP.
of Czech Congo and Pat Barry. Those fucking wars. You're like, what?
But
what was the one
no,
with the
no technical ability, like
Oh,
just absolute
Yeah,
powerhouses.
slobber knockers.
Yeah.
Like what was the one with the bleach blonde hair fella, the fat guy, and he was back
Mark Hunt.
uppercutting. No. He was a ball fella. He was against like an Asian guy, and he was rocked, and he went back to the cage and he said, but he started uppercutting really weirdly, and it was like the greatest comeback of all time. Joe Rogan was screaming.
Can't think of that. Off the top
I'll
of my
try and
head.
get it there.
The
You talk
bald
away.
fella, yet he had bleached
Yeah.
hair. I don't understand that.
No, sorry, I'm thinking of a different guy, but he's a bald guy.
You're thinking of Cian when he had bleached hair.
Yes, I am.
Hmm.
Talk about, does Stipe have a chance?
Of course, he has
Yeah,
a chance.
yeah.
He just caught. He
definitely.
just got caught. Like, oh, do you think
He got
was,
caught, but still, DC will beat him again. I think.
Like, DC's chin isn't ironclad. Like, he did get knocked out by Jones before, so
Yeah.
definitely could go Stipe's way, but I just don't see it. Like,
But yeah, it's just DC's game plans and his technical ability at every aspect of the sport is too much for anyone,
yeah.
bar Jones.
Like
No, at the same time, like Jones did just barely get the best of him twice.
yeah.
It was like, I wouldn't say a lucky knockout, but like with the way DC caught Stipe, that could easily have happened to Jones. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
well, like, DC planned that. That was his game plan. He knew that coming out of the clinch, Stipe always has his left hand down, I think it was, so he knew that he could catch him with the right hook. That's exactly how he got him. It's
Yeah.
just all down to game plans. But when you're looking at somebody like John Jones fight, and they fight differently pretty much every fight, you don't know if he's going to wrestle, you don't know if he's going to throw spinning shit, you don't know if he's going to just box you.
He hasn't really utilised his striking in a long time.
Yeah.
We haven't seen him in a good striking match in a long time, and that tells me, I don't know, is his chin? Is he worried about his chin? He doesn't want to stand with these guys, or is it the fact that they're only throwing strikers at him?
Yeah, like Gus's last fight, they got some decent exchanges in there. His striking looked pretty good there. He used a lot of kicks, I remember, to the leg.
Kicks
Kind
to
of,
keep him at
yeah.
bay, and yeah, Gus didn't look the same at all. I'm glad he retired.
Yeah. Poor Gus, man. He's another
Hero.
Frankie Edgar, where it's just...
He's
so
fucking crushing
gross.
puss back in Sweden, wherever he's from.
Did you ever
a
read his
god.
book?
He's like 4-0.
Yeah, it's a great book.
Great book.
Class book. Audible.
There's
Today's
someone like
episode is
that.
sponsored by Audible, guys.
There's someone like that in every division where they were born the wrong time,
Yeah.
and they'll never be. I thought that for years about Bisping.
Yeah.
I thought he'd never get it. And then not only that, but he got the rematch win over Dan Henderson,
Yeah.
which was sweet for him,
And Silva,
and the
he
GSP
beat.
fight.
Did he beat Silva? No, Silva was just before he got the title, wasn't it?
No, I thought there was a. No, it wasn't a title defense. So yeah, it must have been
Yeah,
just
yeah.
before the title, because he stepped in last minute against Luke Rockhold.
And then he got knocked out, or he got tapped out by GSP, and then 2 weeks later or something stepped in on short notice for
Yeah.
Kevin Gastelum, which was fucking... Who would step in on short notice against Kevin
Yeah.
Gastelum? Like,
Yeah.
fucking hero.
I can't find it. Sure, look. I would. I'd fucking kill Kevin Gastelum.
I'd say so.
You know.
Call him out on Instagram right now.
Gastelum, you piece of shit.
No, get your phone out. Tag Kevin Gastelum in the
Do
video.
you even see it?
We'll make sure he
Can
sees
you
it.
even see it? You'd make sure. You'd ring his agent. Come here, have a look there.
Make sure Kevin has a look at this
Yeah.
video. Yeah.
Come here, do me a favour there and have a look there. Fucking spastic. So yeah, you done with UFC?
Mm-hmm.
You done with UFC?
Right.
Give something else.
I'll call it 40 minutes. If you just skip to this point, you're correct, sir. I'm going to go incognito for this because...
Jesus.
Oh, are we going to Master Jan?
No, we're not going to Master John.
Fuck's sake.
But how do I go to incognito mode? 2 words, my friend. Sex Island. So sexisland.co is actually a thing. It's $6,000. Good Girl Company and Sex Island have dedicated an exclusive adult entertainment event. Get off. events, service and products. We offer services and products ranging from sensual airport helicopter transportation, holographic concerts, the most beautiful and sexy women, unlimited sex, drug-friendly environment, free alcohol, sexual surprises, and all of this at our new resort.
Where?
Vegas, baby.
Vegas. Oh, sure,
Can I have
it's-
sex with girls without a condom? All girls are tested in the resort. So, like, literally, it's an island full of prostitutes, and you can just bang whenever.
Where do they make an island
and
in
when they
Vegas
want.
in the middle of a
It's
fucking desert?
whatever it is.
But it's called Sex Island.
Sex Island.
So straight
It's a
away,
resort.
straight away, I don't trust them.
It's a resort.
Straight away, they're lying to me.
It's a resort.
And then the first frequently asked question I think is something about condoms. I'll pass.
Well, you have to. You have to.
Despite the fact that they say they're tested regularly, so that's them hinting, no, you don't have to wear condoms.
Oh, no, get rid of that. So, get off me, like. Right. Heaven on Earth, 2nd of August to the 5th of August. Sex Island videos. Literally, there's videos, porn videos of parties here of people just banging each other. But they're savage.
So
women.
what? You go
So,
on your own? Like what?
Whoever, you go right, unlimited sex with 2 girls per day, switching girls so the other guests are allowed to have sex also.
Ah,
All activities, ATV, horseback riding, holographic concert, Las Vegas and casino tour and much more. All meals, snacks and alcohol is included. Go back, you fucker. I am so excited. Airport helicopter pickup and drop-offs. Bedrooms with showers, large closets, air conditioning, and obviously unlimited Wi-Fi and condoms.
but listen to what you started with there.
Shut the fuck up.
You switch the
Ian.
girls so other guests can have sex as well. So these girls are on the go all day.
Yeah,
That is fucking rank.
you're wearing a condom.
Oh, you're wearing a condom. She's
Shut
worn out.
The fun. No, there's
I
150
would have
girls.
better
So,
time
hold on a second.
dipping my dick
Listen.
into a bowl of
Second,
warm
third,
water.
fourth,
It
fifth.
would feel
That's
the same.
4 days.
Get me a bucket of lukewarm water. I'm dipping my nuts in
You've
it
done
because
already.
that's the exact same.
You've done already.
It's fucking
Just take
ridiculous.
blowies.
Just take
Just
blowies.
take
I'll
blowies.
pay $6,000 for blowies.
Like, what's the problem here? There are 50 tickets for 50 guests. Each ticket includes the company of 2 beautiful girls each day for an unlimited amount of sex during the 4-day trip. There'll be 100 girls available to you. All the girls are tested and free of any sexual diseases. We have strict condom policies, and at any moment, you can switch girls with any other 50 guests.
I found another flaw in this.
I'm in.
No,
So
hang on.
what?
I'm
You
all
at any
in.
moment you can switch guests. So if I'm with a girl,
I
you
don't
can
like
just
you.
say I want her.
Well, you can say it, but if she's with her, you just, no, I'm not done yet. This is all.
Hang on.
This
So
is
they're
actually
lying.
This is literally.
They're lying
Oh,
again.
shut the front door! You're nitpicking here.
What do you mean
Pay the
nitpicking?
$6,000 and have the time of your life.
What about the fact that all girls are tested and shit, but then if you're swapping with other guests,
Yeah.
Condoms.
but they
Guys,
say that you
hold
don't
on a
need to use
second.
condoms.
Hold on a second. I'm not knocking at the front door, back door, and not thinking the neighbours aren't there. There's a chance. This is the gamble I'm having.
Yeah. I'd rather gamble in the casino.
You can do that too.
That idea has been blown out of the water.
It's
Next.
not. No, I'm still talking about it. 2 seconds. Where's it gone? Oh, I've lost it. What do you mean next? I don't understand how you're not into this. The idea of it even. Let's do it in Ireland. We will be a sex island then. 16 tickets left. So the cops supposedly were on. That's the reason I saw it was the cops got on it. Previous winner. Cian, you can win a free entry. What are we doing here, like testimonials. Unbelievable trip, unforgettable memories. I will definitely be back. Thomas from New York. I want to thank Sex Island and your staff for making my private bachelor party for me and my friends truly amazing. What are you doing for your bachelor, babe? I'm going to Sex Island.
Fucking hell.
That's Connor from Texas. Connor, thanks a million. This trip will definitely go down as one of the most memorable experiences of my life. Thanks to Sex Island. Michael from London, UK.
Yeah, you're never going to forget it because you're always going to have the scars.
Visiting Sex Island has brought us back. Visiting Sex Island has brought back the spark. Me and my husband were missing in our relationship. We truly appreciate all the fantastic We truly appreciate all the fantastic Sex Island girls. Everyone was so sweet. Nicole and Ryan from Australia.
Sex Island is temporary. Chlamydia is forever.
Yeah. Like, you're coming back with AIDS.
Shut the fuck up. Have you ever had an STD?
No.
Neither have I. But I'm guessing they're very simple to get rid of. So what's the problem? if it wasn't,
The
if
problem
hold on
is,
a second now.
if
hold
I
on a
contract
second.
one off the first one,
Hold on
then
a
I'm passing
second
it
now.
on to every other girl I have sex with, and then she's passing it on to every other man she's sex with. Within
So your
2 days,
patient-
everyone's infected
So
with the
you're
same
patient
disease.
0.
Fucking hell.
So
That sounds so gross.
If I bought you a ticket
I would say
and I said,
thanks, but no
there's
thanks.
6 of us going,
GoFundMe right now.
Sorry, dear love. I have to go.
in a
He bought
parallel-
me
they're
a
coming,
ticket to
they're
Sex
coming, They're
Island.
coming. The girls are coming.
Fucking hell, that's so gross.
Turn your fantasies into reality at the one and only Sex Island. Live your life without fear. Just live your life without fear, lads.
Yeah, you'd fucking need to be there.
Lads.
Plus, it says nothing about
I
how
was-
it doesn't say attractive once about the girls.
Can we see girls
They're all
there?
fucking meth heads. I fucking guarantee it.
Not in the promo video.
Yeah, the same problem with it is
Is
fucking
Sex Island
Firefest.
real? Oh no, it's covered by tons of people. Yeah. There you go. There you go.
STDs
I
for the
better get rid of
low
that.
cost of $6,000.
Yeah.
Sounds like a
But
good
don't
deal.
worry, you can hop on a quad and fucking ride your chlamydia away.
Stop hating. Start participating.
I'm not hating. I think
Stop
it's fucking
hating
rank.
and start participating.
I'm all good on that one, thanks.
Lads, I thought you'd be into that now.
For half the cost, I can go to Amsterdam and catch the same diseases.
But
For €20 in Cork, I could catch
see,
the
I don't
same
think you're getting
diseases.
diseases there.
You're 100. If
a
you don't
business.
think you're getting diseases,
But then you sue.
you are a fucking idiot.
Then you sue them.
Do you don't think you're signing liable at the start
Gives
for
a
a
shit.
place like that? You're fucking kidding me.
Just do it, like.
No.
Hashtag just do it, like. That's Nike's new
I'm
campaign. They've signed up
all
with
good.
Sex Island. Just do it. You saw the request in the Offensive Charm chat on Instagram. Join. Actually, DM the chat because I think the link disappears. So DM the chat if you want to be part of. DM the page and I'll add you to the chat. Lacanta. More requests. Did you see that now?
Locanto.
Whatever the fucking is. Sorry. Apologies that
Sorry, Dom.
I'm not that.
I haven't been on it in
Versatile.
a while.
Of course you haven't.
I went on it this morning because I was
Because you
listening to
moved
the
back in
podcast.
I've been on a while since I moved back in with my missus.
No, but you were on it, were you?
I was on it this morning because I said I'd see if there's anything interesting. And the first one that popped up made me immediately regret this decision. It was like a 60-year-old male looking for a younger girl to act out the dad-daughter fantasy. And I was like,
Nice.
That's one of
I'm
the
good.
normal ones.
I'm
Like,
in, like-
that's not one of the bad ones.
Should we contact these people and have them on a phone call or something?
absolutely. Get a big Skype call with a lot of them.
Well, no, you're not going to do that.
just having
16
60 people on a call. Most of them getting off while talking to us.
Especially Panty Mike.
Panty Mike.
Panty Mike.
I'd love to get inside his head
I bet you would.
just to see what's the story here, Mike. Why do you do this?
Did you see
just
the Your Mom's House Home Here Now documentary?
I didn't. I skipped through it. Robert Champagne, is it?
Yeah, Robert Paul Champagne. You should do the same thing with Master John.
What I love is... No. What I love is, we'll send you.
Yeah.
Because they didn't go. They sent the producer.
Yeah,
There you go now.
they're too
Yeah.
busy.
I volunteer for the task.
We should get you in the producer booth. And be young Jamie. You'll bring
Yes.
that up.
Bring that up, young Jimmy.
Bring that up despite the fact the computer is next year.
We'll be able to bring it up on TV.
Cool, thanks.
Absolutely.
Thanks, bro. You're such a gimp. You're such a gimp. Go on, give me something.
Tell
me some news, Cian. What have you prepped for this week? I didn't get a text off you going, do you have stuff for this week?
I don't know. I thought we were just talking MMA.
We talked MMA.
Yeah.
Bellator, we going? You going? We doing it? What's going on? Dublin.
I'd definitely be down.
27th September.
Yeah, but I'm not... I love you, kid, but in Dublin you're not getting anywhere. After for drinks. Let's go back to the hotel.
When
or
is it
something.
Yeah,
again?
I'm not doing an up and down again. Like,
September.
I'm staying.
Let's go back to the hotel drinking. If we get an Airbnb, we can just fucking buy cans. And literally drink and party in the Airbnb.
Mhm.
Where's it on? 3 Arena? I'll look for Airbnb, so.
Did you ever tell the story on the podcast about the bouncer in Limerick?
No.
Here, we went out for the wrestling.
Oh my god.
No.
I thought we probably shouldn't call it the place, though, should we?
No, I'd say don't mention the name of the pub, but
We went to see Phoenix Wrestling in Limerick, remember?
Oh, doing the coke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Selling the coke.
Selling the coke.
Selling the drugs, yeah. Shady guy.
Name and shame, kid. Give a fuck.
I can't remember the name. Dolan's?
No, I don't.
Dolan's pub, yeah.
Dolan's, your head security guy, is selling cocaine.
Where was he head
I was
security? We
witnessing.
don't know who he
And
was.
he was the only security guy,
And
so he is the head security
threatening
guy.
your customers as well, because you went to the wrong bathroom.
Yeah,
What
I thought he
happened?
was going to kill me.
So you walked into the bathroom, was it?
I walked into the Jacks, I couldn't find it. So I had to walk through a different part of the bar. I came out, I went back in, that part of the bar was all closed off, and he was selling coke to a guy. And they both turned around when they saw me. It was one of those film moments, and I just stopped, looked at them, they looked at me, and he was like, what are you doing
Do you
here?
know him or something? Is it ours?
Oh yeah, he says, do you know him? And they both like, no. I was like, I'm just using the Jacks. He's like, oh yeah, you can't be in here. I was like, yeah, cool.
Dope.
Just
Man,
summed up Limerick
Everywhere.
perfectly in
Coke
one
is
night.
everywhere. Everywhere. It's ridiculous. Who has money for coke?
I was in Chambers at night, it was everywhere.
Was it?
Yeah.
And the cock as well, or
Off the cock,
off the cock?
in the glory hole,
Is that
random
extra?
lines.
Yeah. And what do you tell your missus there? Oh, I was gone to the bathroom for 15 minutes.
Do you think it takes me 15 minutes?
No, it takes them 15 minutes 'cause you're terrible
No, I'm,
with the glory hole.
yeah. Kind of ruined the joke, but sure, look, we'll move on from it.
Sure, we'll move on, he says.
We'll learn together and we'll go forward from here.
Darragh, you're training.
I haven't been in about 3 months.
Why?
Leaving cert.
I have a female companion who I do all my working out with.
Yeah. He blames the leaving search, yeah.
Leaving cert.
So, you live at home? She live at home?
yeah. Well, she just moved into town actually.
Oh, God. I was going to say it's awkward for sexual encounters, though, is it?
No, it's grand. 10-minute walk to her place now.
No, look. Will I wank? No, 10-minute walk. Is your first girlfriend?
Yeah.
Go on, you good thing. Fair play to you. Well done.
Cheers, back.
Well done.
All thanks to the nose piercing.
All thanks to sexisland.com.
I was a
after all
virgin
the
too
hate,
before.
I guarantee next week's podcast will be like, this podcast brought to you by SexIsland.com.
That would be amazing. I would love that. I'm so surprised you're not even open to the idea. You're very
But you're
against
just,
it.
you're all talk. You would never go to that.
Are you kidding me?
You're a married man.
If I was single, obviously.
Oh yeah, well we're not single, so what are we talking
Hedonism
about?
2. The ripping and the tearing. The wild women. The wild women. Do you remember this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Bro, ski. Talk. Talk.
So Sex Island sounds like it's full of diseases.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hedonism Rick, lads.
Do you know the way that they say sexual surprises? Is that like an STD mystery box?
that is the sexual surprise.
From BlackBeachWeek.com.
Lads, you are so welcome. So Hedonism 2 is like Sex Island, but it's a place where couples go, or single people go to bang. Hedonism 2. And
What are
Rick-
you saying? Hedonism.
Hedonism. Hedonism 2, you can Google it, it's there.
Hey, what's going on? This is Terrence from BlackBeachWeek.com, and let me tell you, I got a very special guest this time. His
I saw
name
this
is
guy
Rick,
before.
and where are you from, Rick? Arizona.
Hedo Rick.
Arizona. He's been a member for of
that one-
Hedonism 2 for how many years?
Is that one of the
Since
Wayne
1988.
brothers interviewing
How
him?
many
No.
times you say you've been here? 40 times. 40 times. But why? I mean, why? What brings you to hedonism that many times?
The wild women, the wild women, wild women, the wild women, the wild women, wild women, the ripping and the tearing, ripping and the tearing, ripping and the tearing, ripping and the tearing. The wild women, the wild women, wild women, the wild women,
This is what I mean by
wild
single.
women, wild women, the ripping and the tearing, ripping and the tearing, the ripping and the tearing.
Coked off his head. Look at him, like. He's been there 40 times. You can tell, like, he's some. Look at the shorts. If you're YouTubing official Rippin' and Tearing remix, Hedo Rick, Hedo Rick.
Since 1988,
How many times you say you've been here, Rick?
40 times.
40 times. 40 times. What brings you to
So the official one, like the real one, is a lot longer. It's like 4 minutes, but again, class. Oh, fuck you. Man, I'm so close. I say it every time. Can YouTube sponsor the podcast so we don't have to fucking watch ads? Look at the ball sack. Look at that ball sack slapping. What is he doing? He slips here. It's hilarious. And the backup. The backup. And then I love he just walks out. He leaves him dancing.
That's some way to stop it.
Oh, Hedo Rick. I love Hedonism 2 Memorial Day weekend. So Hedonism 2, again, another sex island. See, lads, you're all about Ireland. I'm talking international sex islands. You're all about, fuck you. Hedonism 2. So are we going to Hedonism 2 or are we going to sex island, lads? What's going on?
If he's at Hedonism too, we're going there.
It's a fair point. Cian?
So that ad worked for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm aroused right now.
I want to go to that
I'm
guy.
all
Where
in.
that guy is, I want to be.
Full chub.
So Hedonism 2, full fall in lust again. Love it. I'm in, like. Julie, let's do this.
Anniversary present.
If you
Oh,
don't
come
reply
here.
to this question, Julie, you have to let him go in a week. You have a week. I know it's grand because we know she doesn't listen.
I'm just looking here at Club Hedo. Man, I have to delete the history after this. Embrace the personal liberation of the mind, spirit, and soul. Look, Club Hedo, hit us up.
We're not that desperate for sponsors.
I'm good to go. You?
About 10 minutes ago.
Am I going for dinner in your house?
Yeah.
What's good? Is he coming?
I don't know. What are you doing?
I think I have dinner at home.
Oh,
there
so
you
where's
go.
home?
Don't give the exact address.
No,
Yeah.
don't. Either Mahon or
Home here
Kinsale.
now. No,
City.
neither of those. Yeah, City as well.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Welcome from Broken Homes. Good luck.